We were just chatting a little bit about some of these models. They're kind of showing a little bit of not conflicting reports, but it's a little bit changing up what could be happening.
You know, there's still a little bit of an unknown for today and a little bit into tomorrow, but especially today, which is really uncommon for this close to the forecast. I mean, it is today after all. But one of the things that we're watching is if we do happen to get some of those pop-up storms today, that is going to impact how much heat we will see this afternoon. So keeping a close eye on that. Irregardless, we are issuing a first alert weather day for both today and tomorrow. The bigger concerns during the daytime is really going to be the heat, where we're looking at heat index values around 100 degrees. And we're also watching potential for showers and storms. Now, particularly for today, that round of storms is looking more along the lines of 10, 11 p.m. this evening. We do have some scattered activity possible still yet throughout the day today. Same kind of thing happens on Monday. A few degrees warmer, feels a little bit warmer with that heat index. Another chance for storms, particularly Monday night. That one has a little bit elevated risk for severe weather potential. The biggest risk going to be damaging winds as well as some heavy rainfall coming out of it. But during the daytime hours, we're certainly looking at that impact with the increased threat for heat illness. As we get those multiple days with temperatures feeling like we're in or around 100 degrees, you certainly want to make sure you stay cool and stay hydrated. That will be our biggest concerns during the daytime hours. As far as our severe weather threats, with those storms that we are expected to see, we could experience some wind gusts up to around 60 miles per hour and certainly some heavy pockets of rainfall over ½ an inch. We saw 0.8 of an inch this morning here at WNDU studios, and it wasn't even severe weather. Okay, that was below severe criteria, but certainly a lot of rain coming along with this. There's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, and you can see on first alert weather radar right now, there isn't a lot of activity at this hour. We still have a lot of cloud coverage out there. Rain showers and isolated storms already moved through earlier this morning, but there is another line of storms off towards our northwest, and you can see there's a lot of lightning associated with it, but you can see how there's fewer lightning strikes at this hour. It's generally weakening. Now, there are some gusts around 40 to 50 miles per hour possible, but we're going to continue to watch and track this and see if it does end up making it here into Michiana, what our impacts might be. I expect it to generally fizzle out, but some isolated shower storm activity still possible for the afternoon. Now, we already saw, like I mentioned, around 0.8 of an inch of rainfall here at our studios, but some areas, this morning's rain brought around 1 to even 2 inches close to Rochester of rain. Add that to what we already have experienced in the past week. It's pretty wet out there, and I expect more rain to be on the way, which means more flooding concerns. There was already ponding on the road this morning as I drove in, so do be careful if you do happen to be around any of those covered roadways. Temperatures outside right now, it's warm, it's muggy. This is our current temperature, 68 in Goshen, 68 in Plymouth and Knox, also in LaPorte, 71 for our friends up in St. Joe right now. Now, winds aren't too bad right now. They're around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but I do expect them to increase this afternoon, where winds could be gusting to around 20 miles per hour. Same kind of thing happens tomorrow. So we get those southerly winds. And this is our dew point values across the tri-state area. You can see those dew points from 71 in Lafayette, 75 in Terre Haute. That is going to continue to pull in that moist air. And as it does so, that increases our risk for those heat index values to near that 100-degree mark. So as we take a look throughout the day today, you can see our temperatures making it up to around 90 degrees for our high. But once we value what the actual temperature feels like with the added moisture in the atmosphere, it feels like 101 degrees today. Still warm through the overnight hour. There's 9 a.m. for you, waking up feeling like 91 degrees. And then as we head throughout the day on Monday, you can still see feeling like those temperatures in the low 100s. That's why we have that first alert weather day in place for today and tomorrow, especially for the daytime hours. Then we move into that risk for severe weather, mainly in the overnight hours. So we'll time things out for you here on Future Track. You can see 8 a.m. on Future Track, not even picking up what's happening over to the northwest. This is a different model than what I showed you in the last half hour, and I wanted to point that out for you. You can see it doesn't show any activity really happening until around 5 o'clock. If we get that added sunshine, that's going to allow those temperatures to bump up and allow that heat index values to pump up. And as so, we could see some added convection as we head towards the afternoon. But building in for the evening, there's our biggest risk, especially after 9, 10, 11 o'clock, moving its way on through. Continues through the overnight hour with some scattered activity. And then as we head into Monday, waking up, more sunshine creates more instability in the atmosphere. And then we start to see that pop-up shower activity pop up as we head towards the afternoon. Temperatures, if we don't get any of too much storms or that rain-cooled air, we're going to allow those temperatures to get up into those low 90s. And again, the heat index values in the low 100s. Very hot, very humid out there. there. Make sure to stay hydrated. Another round with a little bit increased risk for severe weather comes in Monday overnight into early Tuesday morning. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 10-day forecast as we are looking ahead. Eventually, we will get a cold front, and when that happens, you will see much cooler air. Now, normally for this time of year, we should be at 83 degrees. Certainly going to feel about 20 degrees warmer than that today and tomorrow. And then as we head into Wednesday and Thursday, going to get very nice weather as we see those temperatures drop down even to the mid 70s for Thursday. Plenty more sunshine, which will be great. We need that to dry out all the moisture that we had this past week and what we're seeing for the next day or two here.
Yep, we haven't even hit those 100-degree indexes, indexes, and I'm already looking forward to that cool down coming up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're like, oh, there's a cool down. Oh, we
Right.
can get through this together.
Just little by little, little by little.
Absolutely.
And